Hi, my name's Nigel Griffiths. I work at IBM Power Systems Advanced Technology in Europe. Been asked to put a little movie together to tell you a little bit about me, what interests me, and what I do as a job. I guess my claim to fame is that I'm the N in nmon. nmon is a popular performance monitoring tool, and for the first 13 years it was my own personal pet project to help me do benchmarking and graphing of the performance data. We eventually got quite popular in the sense that there was about 1,000 people on my email list that wanted to know about new versions, and we'd guess there were maybe 10,000 versions actually running. Came as a bit of a shock in 2008 when IBM announced they were going to put my pet tool into AIX itself. It's now distributed with AIX and installed by default. If you have AIX 5.3 technology level 9 or AIX 6.1 technology level 2 or onwards, then you have nmon on your system and you can just type in nmon and have full access to it. I do encourage people to get up to date with their service packs though, because that can remove a lot of problems. If you're using older versions of AIX, then you can still use my old classic version. It hasn't changed, but again, do make sure you've got the latest version. That can be particularly useful if you've got little old machines and you want to then migrate those to logical partitions on newer machines. You can actually find out how busy they are and how much horsepower they need on new machines. In 2009, I also persuaded IBM to release the nmon for Linux source code to open source. Between you and me, it took longer with the legal team than it did to actually write the code. But now that's available on SourceForge, and I see that we had 60,000 downloads last year, so that's getting popular too. I still work with the developers on the nmon in AIX, and I'm still the developer for nmon on Linux. But what do I do as my day job? Well, I get to play with all the new hardware and software that's coming up before it's announced, before anybody else has really seen it. And I get to develop lots of material based on that to make sure that IBMers, IBM business partners and our customers get up to speed with their new technology quickly. And this can be writing hints and tips, writing deeper presentations on how it all works and hangs together, creating movies so that people get up to speed quickly, and teaching and talking about these things perhaps at the technical universities. Well, I'd like to leave you then with 10 top tips of places to go to find information. Some of these are from me and some of these are from my colleagues. So here's Nigel's top 10 techie places that I think everybody involved with AIX and Power and any related software should be interested in and be using. 7 of these are on Developer Works. The first one isn't, it's Twitter. So I have an account called Mr. nmon. I don't use this for social reasons, I only use this to output technical information and good hints and tips. Number 2 is my AIXpert blog. I typically write an article maybe once every 2 weeks. It's 2 or 3 pages on the top things that I'm finding out or new information that I think I should share. Number 3 is referring to the AIX movies. We have 100 movies that I've created, and there's another bunch from other gurus that made similar movies. Typically the movies are 10 to 15 minutes and get you up to speed very quickly, and they're technical hands-on, not going through presentations for the most part. The next 2 are the AIX Virtual User Group and the Power VM Virtual User Group. These have been going a number of years. They typically have a monthly webinar that you can attend and listen to some guru talking, and that includes me half a dozen times. The nice thing is that they actually capture these and you can go and listen to the replay. So they have a website with dozens and dozens of really good lectures from the subject matter experts. Number 6 is the AIX Wiki, a whole load of information about AIX and getting things going with hints and tips. One particular page there is the other performance tools. You'll find a lot of my stuff in here, including nmon, the analyzer, nmon to web and all sorts of things. There's also an rperf tool that will run as a script and tell you how big your LPAR is, and some other things that I haven't written, things like the HMC scanner for example, and the Power Advisors can be found there. Number 8 is the forums. There's a performance tools forums that I'm quite involved with, and there's also an AIX one. This is for questions and answers. I've answered over 2,000 questions there. Go and find the answers. You may already find somebody's answered the problem that you've actually had by looking through all the information there. Then we have the classic IBM Red Books. I have maybe 15 to 20 that I regularly look at to find information, so don't forget those. And then we have the IBM Technical Universities. These happen all around the world, typically twice a year, and you'll find me and some of my friends giving lectures there. Do come along, shake our hands, ask us a question directly. It's always nice to meet people using our exciting technology. Well, I hope that's been useful. Best of luck.